There's an old shoebox in my closet, covered up with years of dust. Ticket stubs and faded pictures, little pieces left to us. At the bottom lies an envelope, yellowed by the hands of time. My name's not on the front of it, but I still know every line. I wrote it in a cheap motel on a lonely Tennessee night, with a borrowed pen and heavy heart under one dim neon light. I folded up my honest truth, but pride would not let go, so I kept that letter in my pocket and never sent it home. The letter I never sent home still carries words I should have known. I'm sorry, I miss you, I've been wrong all along. It says, I finally understand the love inside these working hands. If I could turn the years around, I'd never let you down. But life moved on, time moved slow. The letter I never sent home. I left our little farm in town, thinking I was bigger dreams. Mama cried beside the porch, Daddy stood there quietly. He didn't say much as I left, just slipped $1 in my hand. Said, if the world gets rough out there, remember where you stand. I laugh like boys believe they know what only time can teach. Chased 1,000 distant lights, always just beyond my reach. Every Christmas I'd say next year I'll finally make it home. And every year another excuse kept me on the road. The letter I never sent home talks about the nights alone, the jobs I lost, the friends I buried, the dreams that came and went. It says, Mama, I still hear you pray. Daddy, I still hear what you'd say. I carried both of you with me, more than you'll ever see. But somehow I could never show the letter I never sent home. One October afternoon, my sister called me crying. Said, you need to come back, Daddy's running out of time. I drove all night through pouring rain, every mile another ache. That old envelope beside me felt heavier with every break. I reached the house by morning light. Mama met me at the door, held me close and softly whispered, he's been waiting for you, son. I sat beside his hospital bed, took his weathered hand. He smiled and said, you made it home, that's all that matters. After Daddy passed away, Mama handed me a box. Inside were old report cards, fishing hooks, and little rocks. Then she pulled out one small letter. My heart just stopped. She smiled. Said, I found this years ago in the pocket of your old blue coat. I never mailed it. I figured someday you'd tell us yourself. We sat together on the porch as evening filled the sky. Mama read those faded words with tears but also smiles. She said, son, we knew you loved us. We knew life had been hard. Parents don't wait for perfect words, we just wait for our children. And that night we built a fire, watched old sparks fly free. And for the first time in a lifetime, I finally found some peace. The letter I never sent home, found its way where it belonged, not through stamps or postmark days, but through forgiveness all along. It said, I love you, clear and true, and somehow they already knew. The miles were long, the years had flown, but love had never left home. The letter I never sent home taught me something all my own. Don't wait for tomorrow, don't wait for the right time, don't let silence steal your life. Say the words, make the call, take the drive, break down the wall, because hearts can heal and love can roam, but nothing's stronger than the road that leads you home. Tonight, there's an old porch, a rocking chimney, a warm kitchen light, a mama reading an old folded letter. The paper is worn, the ink has faded, but the love inside it hasn't changed at all. Somewhere a son picks up a telephone, a daughter starts the long drive home. A father waits by the wimble, a family gathers around the table, and all across the country there are words that need saying.
My daddy wore a Stetson hat, hands rough as a railroad track, worked the fields from dawn till dark, never showed a breaking heart. He'd tip his hat to everyone, shake your hand and get things done. If the world knocked him around, he'd never let it hit the ground. One night I woke from a summer storm, saw the kitchen light still on. There he stood beside the sink, staring out where shadows drift. I saw him wipe away a tear, thought I wasn't meant to hear. Then he looked toward the sky and whispered soft, it's all right. It's all right when nobody's looking, when the day's work's finally done, when the fire burns down low and the stars outnumber one. They carry families, carry dreams, carry burdens in between. They stand up tall, they hold the line till they find a little time. And behind those weathered eyes, cowboys cry. I Turned 18 and left our place, chasing life at a faster pace. Thought being tough meant standing alone, never letting feelings show. Lost a love I should have fought for, buried friends after the war. Held mama's hand at grandpa's grave, pretended I was being brave. People said you'll be alright, so I smiled and said I'll survive. Then one cold December night, I sat alone beneath the lights, and for the first time in my life, I let the tears arise. Cowboys cry when nobody's looking, when the barroom's closed for the night, when old photographs come calling and memories start a fight. For little boys that grew too fast, for old dreams that couldn't last, for mothers praying, fathers gone, for saying goodbye too long. Yeah, behind those stubborn smiles, cowboys cry. Years rolled by and I settled down, built a life in a little town. Found a girl with patient hands who somehow seemed to understand. Then the Lord gave us a son, best thing I'd ever done. One afternoon he scraped his knee, ran home crying hard to me. I picked him up and held him close, brushed the dirt from off his clothes. He looked up through those little tears and asked me something I still hear. Daddy, do cowboys cry? I looked out across the field, watched the old windmill turn, thought about my daddy standing at that kitchen window, thought about all the years, all the words, all the fears. Then I smiled and answered him, son, the strongest people that I know ain't the ones who never break, they're the ones who love so much their hearts can ache. Cowboys cry when a good dog dies, when grandpa leaves, when a flag comes home, when their babies grow up, when mama gets older, when they pray, when they're thankful, when they're hurting, and that's all right. Last spring my daddy passed away peacefully one Sunday day. The whole town came, the church bells rang, old friends sang Amazing Grace. After everyone had gone, I stayed there all alone, walked out past the family stone to where the pasture meets the road. The sunset spread across the sky just like it had 1,000 times. I tipped my hat and closed my eyes, didn't hide. Cowboys cry when nobody's looking, but sometimes they let it show. Sometimes healing starts the moment you let some shame and honest tears, or carrying a heart sincere. The toughest souls you'll ever find ain't made of stone or steel or pride. They're built with love, with hope, with grace, with getting up at heart. There's an old pair of blue jeans hanging by the bedroom door. Faded knees and worn out pockets, been patched up 3 times or more. Mama used to laugh and tell me, boy, those things have seen it all. First dates and county ball games, summer work and autumn falls. Daddy bought them at the hardware with a week's worth of spare pay. Said, take care of what you've been given, son, it'll carry you a long way. Funny what a man remembers when the years have stretched between, like the day I found good fortune in those old blue jeans. The last dollar in my blue jeans bought more than money ever could. A loaf of bread, a tank of hope, a chance to do somebody good. I've learned riches ain't measured by the things you've gotta spend. Sometimes wealth is having enough to help somebody else again. The last dollar in my blue jeans still reminds me what life means. I was 20 and flat broke, working nights and sleeping days. Dreams were bigger than my wallet, hope was hard to make behave. Stopped for coffee at a diner, pocket nearly running dry. Waitress looked a little worried, trying hard not to cry. Little boy beside her whispered, Mama, will we eat tonight? I reached inside my old blue pocket, pulled that dollar into sight. It was all the cash I carried, gas was running almost gone. Still I slid it on the counter and quietly moved along. The last dollar in my blue jeans didn't seem like very much, but kindness has a funny way of turning small into enough. I drove away half hungry, wondering what I'd done, but somehow my heart felt lighter than it had in months gone by. The last dollar in my blue jeans bought a little peace of mind. A few weeks later at the station, truck nearly out of gas. I stood there counting pocket change, wondering how long it'd last. Then a stranger pulled beside me, older man in coveralls. Said, son, let me fill your tank, don't argue, I've got it all. I tried to pay him back, but he simply shook his head. Said, many years ago somebody helped me instead. Kindness works like country roads, it circles back around. You just keep it moving forward, don't keep score, pass it down. I thought about my daddy
me. A man ain't poor because he's broke. He's poor if he forgets to give. A dollar comes and goes, but your character, that's what you leave behind. Now I've got a family, little kids running through the yard, bills stack up on the kitchen table. Some seasons still get hard. Last week my little daughter came running up to me, holding one small silver dollar with the biggest smile I'd seen. She said, "Daddy, my friend forgot her lunch today. Can I give her this?" I smiled and looked toward heaven, thinking of the folks I'd known. I knelt down and hugged her close, said, "Baby, it's exactly what it's for." The last dollar in my blue jeans has traveled farther than I know, from Daddy's hands to mine to hers, and every heart it's helped along. It's bought a meal, a little gas, a stranger's smile, a second chance. It's taught me life ain't what you keep, it's what you choose to leave. The last dollar in my blue jeans turned out to be a seed, growing kindness, growing grace, growing love from place to place. If I leave this world with empty hands, but hearts I've helped to mend, then I'll know I spent my fortune exactly how it should have been. The last dollar in my blue jeans was never really mine. It was just a little blessing passing through from time to time. Tonight, there's an old pair of blue jeans hanging by a farmhouse door. A father reaches into the pocket, his little girl watches closely. He pulls out a single dollar bill, folds it once, places it in her hand. She looks up and asks, "Are you sure?" He smiles, "Baby." There's a little road outside this town where the blacktop fades and slows you down, past the church and the old grain mill, across the creek and the whippoorwills, an old fence line and a cedar tree, a place that's always waited for me. We carved our names in the weathered wood, back when forever sounded good. You'd sneak away when the sun sank low, I'd meet you where the fireflies glow. We didn't have much money to spend, just a little love, where the dirt road ends. Meet me where the dirt road ends, where forever starts and time don't bend. Leave the world and all its noise, bring your heart and all your joys, underneath these country skies where the stars outshine the city lights. If life gets hard and dreams descend, meet me where the dirt road ends.
We were young and restless souls, talking about places we'd someday go. You said you'd see the ocean blue, I swore I'd chase a dream or two. Life took us down a winding lane, through happy days and pouring rain. You went east, I went west, both of us doing our best.
Every birthday, every spring, I think about that little thing, the promise written with a pocket knife beneath that oak one summer night. Meet me where the dirt road ends, where old love don't have to pretend. We'll leave behind the miles we've known and find our way back home. We'll laugh about the plans we made, the fearless kids we were those days, no matter where this highway bends. Meet me where the dirt road ends. Last October I came around, drove back through our little town. The grain mill still stood tall and proud, the courthouse clock still chimed out loud. I turned on a winding gravel lane, half expecting everything to change, but there beneath that ancient tree, someone was waiting there for me.
You smiled just like you used to do, the years somehow looked good on you. You laughed and said, I had a feeling you'd come back one day.
I tipped my hat and shook my head.
Sooner than never was all I said.
We sat there talking till the moon came high, watching old memories drift by. You told me about your little farm, I told you where my road had gone. Then you reached and took my hand, like we both could understand. Some loves don't burn like fireworks, some loves
Wait quietly.
like an old country road, knowing you'll come back eventually. Now we've built a little place, a front porch with a little grace, a rocking chair on either side, watching sunsets paint the sky. Got a dog that chases rabbits, kids that never stay still long, a garden growing by the fence, and a radio playing country songs.
Sometimes after supper's done, we'll take a little evening run, drive that old familiar lane just to feel young again.
When we reach that old oak tree, you always smile and look at me and softly say,
I'm glad you came.
meet me where the dirt road ends, where broken hearts can start again, where front porch lights are burning bright, waiting through the longest nights. Meet me where the creek runs slow, where wildflowers still freely grow, where promises don't have to mend because they never really end. Meet me where the dirt road ends, where our story first began. We'll watch our children laugh and play in the fields where we once ran, when our hair is all turned gray and our hands have changed with age. I hope you'll still reach out and grin and ask me one more time again. Meet me where the dirt road ends tonight. There's an old gravel road, the pavement stops, the world gets quiet. A pickup truck rolls to a gentle stop beneath an old oak tree. woman steps out, a man tips his hat. Neither of them says much. They don't have to. The crickets sing, the fireflies dance, the moon climbs over the fields. Two old hearts sit on the tailgate,
watching the stars wake up, thinking about the roads they traveled,
the miles they wandered, the dreams they chased. There's a little white church on the edge of town, with weathered boards and a steeple worn down. And no bell rings through the morning air, calling broken hearts to gather there. Mama always dressed us early, Daddy shined his Sunday shoes, Grandma hummed those old-time hymns that somehow chased away the blues. We drive slow down the gravel road, windows down in the springtime breeze. I thought church was just a place, till life brought me to my knees. God made Sundays for forgiving, for letting go and learning how to live, for saying sorry, making peace, finding rest and sweet relief, for old mistakes, for second chances, for healing hearts and mending branches, no matter where what you're carrying. God made Sundays for forgiving. I grew up and I left that town, thought I had life figured out. Chased a dollar, chased applause, lost my way somewhere somehow. I missed birthdays, missed Christmas, missed a few too many calls. Thought I'd have more time tomorrow, till tomorrow didn't call. Mama left me messages, Daddy kept the porch light on. Kept saying next weekend I'll finally come back home. Funny how the miles get longer when your heart knows you were wrong. God made Sundays for forgiving, for wandering souls who need forgiving, for sons who stayed away too long, for hearts that carry hidden wrongs, for empty chairs, for silent prayers, for finding hope that's always there, no matter how far you've been driven. God made Sundays for forgiving. One cold winter Saturday,
My sister called with tears. She said, "Daddy's getting weaker, you ought to come home." I drove all night through pouring rain, past every old familiar place. Pulled into that gravel drive with fear written on my face. Daddy sat there on the porch, wrapped up in his favorite coat. He smiled and said, "Thought you'd make it, I've been saving you a seat." I sat beside him quietly, didn't know where to begin. He looked at me and softly laughed. "Son, you don't have to explain, you're home." Sunday morning came around, the whole family filled the pews. The preacher stood and opened up to words I'd heard as a boy. He said, "We all fall short, we all get lost, we all carry things too heavy for one soul. But mercy was made for people exactly like us." I looked over at my daddy, he simply smiled. A year rolled by and Daddy passed. The church bells rang once more. After everyone had gone, Mama and I stayed behind. She held my hand, looked at the cross, then looked at me. Said, "Your daddy wasn't perfect, neither am I, neither are you. The good Lord never asked us to be perfect. He asked us to love each other." We walked outside, the sun broke through and birds began to sing. For the first time in a long, long while, I felt something lift. God made Sundays for forgiving, for living more than just existing, for holding hands, for family meals, for saying what your heart still feels, for old friends, for old songs, for making right what's been wrong, for tears that wash old sorrow clean, and faith in things we've never seen. God made Sundays for forgiving, for fathers, mothers, daughters, sons, for neighbors, him, everyone. For sharing grace, for giving hope, for helping along another cope. If you've wandered, if you've strayed, if you've carried yesterday, put it down, take a breath, open up your heart again.
Down an old red gravel road, past the church and fields we know, there's a hill where children climb, long before the hands of time. Standing there through every year, storms and droughts and changing seasons, there's an old oak reaching high, touching heaven with its limbs. We carved our names into its bark, One July when we were young, you had freckles on your nose, I had dirt beneath my thumbs. You smiled and wrote a little heart, wrapped our initials up inside, swore no matter where we'd go, that old tree would keep our lives. The oak tree never forgot us, though the years rolled by like rain. It stood and watched us growing up, through sunshine and through pain. It kept our secrets, held our dreams, knew exactly who we'd been. The world moved on, but somehow the oak tree never forgot us. Friday nights and football games, bonfires lighting up the plain, fishing lines and county fairs, summer stars and country air. We'd meet beneath those spreading limbs, talking till the moon came out. You'd say, we'll never leave this place. I'd laugh and say, we'll figure it out. But life can pull on different ropes, and dreams can carry hearts away. You left for college in the fall, I chased songs another way. Years went by like passing trains, letters slowly disappeared. Still somewhere inside my heart, that old tree stood waiting there. The oak tree never forgot us, though our roads ran far apart. It kept the promise we once made inside its weathered heart. It watched us laugh, it watched us cry, watched us wave our youth goodbye. Some roots grow deeper than the ground, the oak tree never forgot us. I came home one autumn day, Mama's hair had turned to gray, Daddy walked a little slow. Time had taught us what to know. I took a drive down that old road, didn't tell a single soul, just wanted one more look around at the places that made me whole. Then I saw a pickup parked beneath that old familiar shade. You were sitting on the tailgate like no years had ever changed. You looked up and smiled at me, laughed before a word was said. I figured one of these old days you'd come back here again. We walked around that giant trunk, ran our fingers through the bark. There beneath the growing rings, our old initials still remain. You said, funny thing about old trees, they don't chase tomorrow, they don't worry where you've been. They just stand and wait for you. A breeze rolled through those autumn leaves, like the tree itself agrees. Now we've got a little place just outside our hometown gate. Children climbing branches high, just like we did in our time. Last Sunday our little boy asked about those letters carved. Daddy, who put those there? I smiled and took his tiny hand, said a couple kids who thought they knew everything. Turns out they only knew one thing: love grows slow, friendship stays, and home remembers your name. Then we tied a little swing to the strongest branch we found, watched our children laugh and fly higher off the country ground. The oak tree never forgot us or the people that we were. The fearless kids, the hopeful hearts, the ones who dreamed the world. It watched our families grow, it watched our parents age. It watched us lose, it watched us heal, it watched us turn the page. The oak tree never forgot us, though our hair turned touched with gray. It held our stories in its limbs and never walked away. If love has roots, if hope can stay, if time can't steal everything, then maybe we're a little like that old oak standing there. Strong enough for storms, kind enough for shade, patient enough to wait, and faithful enough to remember tonight. An old oak tree stands on a quiet hill. The stars begin to shine. A swing moves day, the swing moves gently from an old sturdy branch. Children laugh, kind smile. Grandparents sit on a worn wooden bench. Two old initials are still carved in the bark, not as a promise that life would stay the same. There's an old red barn on Daddy's land, a gravel drive and a weathered fence, a porch swing moving with the evening breeze, and memories hiding in the trees. I left that place at 19 years with a borrowed truck and bigger dreams. Mama cried and Daddy waved as I rolled past that old front gate. There beside the mailbox stood a little hound named Rusty Blue, tail wagging like I'd never leave, eyes believing I'd be back by 3. I laughed and scratched behind his ear, said, boy, I'll see you soon. I never knew how long a dog could wait. My dog still waits by the gate, like I never drove away. Every sunset, every dawn, he believes I'll come back home. Gray around his faithful face, but hope has never changed. The whole world's moved, the seasons turned, but my dog still waits by the gate. Life got busy on the road, working jobs from town to town, chasing paychecks, chasing dreams, trying to be somebody. Mama called on Sunday nights, Daddy said the crops looked fine, and he'd laugh and always say, you ought to see old Rusty. Every truck that comes down here he runs to meet, then hangs his head when ain't you I'd smile and say, I'm coming soon. Funny how tomorrow can turn into years. My dog still waits by the gate every morning just the same, watching dust, watching clouds, listening for familiar sounds. He don't care if I've been wrong, he don't ask why I've been gone. He just believes without a doubt I'll come back somehow. One November afternoon, Mama called with shaky hands. She said, son, Daddy's getting older, you ought to come. I drove all night through pouring rain, counting every mile I'd missed. Pulled into that old gravel drive as the morning sky turned gold. Before I saw the house, before I saw Mama, before I saw Daddy, I saw Rusty. Old and slow but running anyway. His legs weren't what they used to be. His bark had gotten softer, but that tail wagged like I'd never left. Daddy stood there on the porch smiling, said, I told you that dog never quit on you. I knelt down in the gravel, wrapped my arms around his neck. He licked away the tears like dogs somehow know how. Daddy sat beside me, said, people could learn a lot from a good dog. They don't care how much money you've made, how many mistakes you've made, how long you've been gone. They just love you and wait. Rusty stayed another spring, long enough to see us home. He'd sleep beside the porch each night, keeping watch like always. One warm evening under stars, he laid his head upon my boots, looked up once, closed his eyes, and quietly drifted off. We buried him beneath the oak where he chased squirrels every fall. My little boy asked, Daddy, why'd we put him here? I smiled and looked across the field, said, so he'll always know the way home. My dog still waits by the gate, not with paws but memories. And every sunrise, every breeze, every walk beneath the trees. When I hear a screen door slam or an old truck down the lane, I swear I hear those happy feet running through the rain. A faithful heart never really leaves Love has deeper roots than time. If heaven's half as good as folks all say, I know there's a country road, a white fence, a front porch. My grandpa had an old porch swing hanging from a cedar beam, paint worn thin by summer days, still squeaked in that familiar way. Every evening after chores, he'd sit outside and watch the world, hat pulled low against the sun, waiting for the stars to come. I'd climb up there beside him, just a barefoot country kid, asking questions about this life and everything I didn't get. One night I asked Grandpa, what's heaven really like? He smiled and rocked us gently and looked into the fading light. Heaven's got a front porch swing, rocking slow for you and me, where tired hearts can finally rest and lost souls find their peace. No locked doors, no lonely nights, no tears left to cry, just old friends, family waiting beneath an endless sky. If love's the way the good Lord sings, I bet heaven's got a front porch swing. Grandpa said, I think there's fields greener than we've ever seen, old dirt roads that never end, and rivers running clean. I think your grandma's baking pies without a single care, and every dog we've ever loved is running happy there. I think old soldiers lay down burdens, farmers put their plows away, working hands finally get to rest at the ending of the day. And every soul that's ever wandered finds exactly where they belong. I leaned against his shoulder as the whippoorwill sang songs. Heaven's got a front porch swing, where broken hearts get mended, every goodbye turns to hello, and every road gets ended. Mama's prayers, Daddy's laugh, Grandpa's stories still remain. The love we thought we'd lost forever comes walking back again. I don't know much about those wings, but heaven's got a front porch swing. Years roll by like county fairs, too fast for folks to catch. Grandpa's hair turns snowy white, his footsteps slowed a bit. One Sunday after supper, we sat outside once more. He looked across the pasture toward the old red barn. He said, boy, don't spend your whole life running, don't chase what you can't keep. The best things you'll ever have are sitting close to you. Then he looked up at the evening sky with a smile I still can see. Said, when my time comes, don't cry too long, just save me a seat in your memories. A winter came and Grandpa left. The whole town filled the church. After the service, I walked back home, sat down on that old porch swing. The wind moved gently, the chains creak softly, and for a moment I could almost hear him. How's life treating you, son? I laughed through tears and answered anyway. Now I've got a little grandson, curious just like I was then. Last night we sat together watching daylight slowly in. He looked up at me quietly, screaming, "Do you think heaven's real?" I smiled because I knew that question and exactly how it feels. I pointed toward the old porch swing, moving in the breeze, said, "I think love never really leaves. I think the people we miss still cheer us on. I think kindness lives forever, and I think the good Lord built a place where nobody has to say goodbye. Heaven's got a front porch swing, rocking underneath the trees. Grandma's humming old church songs, Grandpa's waving back at me. Always hot, the supper table's full, nobody's in a hurry, nobody grows old. The children laugh, the dogs all play, the sunsets never fade. Every scar's healed with grace, every debt is fully paid. If you've ever loved somebody, if you've ever missed a friend, take comfort knowing love's a road that never truly ends. And when this old life has run its course, when my work on earth is through, I hope I find a quiet place with a view of heaven's fields, an old oak tree, a little breeze, family gathered near. A porch light shining warmly, calling everybody in, and one empty seat beside an old familiar grin. Tonight, the little farmhouse sits beneath the stars. A porch. Behind that little white farmhouse, past the weathered clothesline wire, there's a patch of earth my mama keeps blooming through the cold and fire. She planted rows of tomatoes, beans climbing cedar stakes, sunflowers by the old split rail, and roses by the gate. As a boy I'd run beside her, digging holes with dirty hands. She'd smile and say, "Take your time, good things grow with patience, son." I was too young to understand why she worked from dawn till dark, but every flower in that garden left a little on my heart. Mama's garden still grows my name, even though life pulled me away. There's a row of hope, a vine of grace, a little bit of home I can't replace. Every bloom remembers me, the boy I was, the
No matter where this old world claims, Mama's garden still grows my name. I left that town at 18, chasing dreams across the land. Mama packed a little lunch, pressed seeds into my hand. She said, plant these where you're going, even if it's just one flower. You'll need a little piece of home in life's hardest hours. I laughed and stuck them in my pocket, forgot them for a while, till one lonely apartment spring found me missing that country mile. I planted those forgotten seeds in a rusty coffee can. Funny how a little green can remind you who you am. Mama's garden still grows my name, through sunshine and through rain. Every lesson, every prayer seems to somehow meet me there. When the world gets hard to tame and success don't feel the same, I close my eyes and see that place where Mama's garden grows my name. One October afternoon, Mama called me on the phone. She said the apples came in early, the pumpkins turned out fine, the mockingbirds are back again, and son, I sure do miss your smile. I drove home that very weekend, down roads I knew by heart, pulled into that gravel drive like I'd never been apart. She met me with her apron on, dirt still underneath her nails, wrapped me up inside her arms like love could never fail. Then she took me by the hand to the garden rows we'd known. There beside the yellow daisies was a little wooden stone, carved into it with simple hands, my boy's corner. Mama smiled and softly laughed, said I'd plant something here each spring, for every child that's flown, not because you're gone, but because love keeps growing, even when children leave home. I looked around that little patch, the colors everywhere, and realized she'd been growing memories as much as vegetables and flowers. Now I've got a place of my own, a little farmhouse on a hill, a wife who hums while supper cooks, kids who never sit still. Last spring my little daughter came running through the yard, holding tiny flower seeds inside her little palm. She asked me, Daddy, where should these go? I smiled because I knew we dug a little patch of ground beneath the sky so blue. I told her, plant them close together, give them sunshine, give them rain. And if you love them every day, they'll remember your name. Mama's garden still grows my name across the years and all the change. In every bloom, in every vine, I see her gentle hands in mine. Love don't end, it multiplies. It lives beneath the near skies. It finds a way through joy and pain, like flowers after springtime wane. Mama's garden still grows my name. The little boy, the older man, the dreams I chased, the roads I crossed, the things I found, the things I lost. And someday when my work is through, I hope my children always do.
I met her at a little cafe off Highway 43. She wore an old blue waitress apron, smiled right back at me. I had a truck that barely started, boots held together with thread, $20 in my wallet and 1,000 debts instead. She poured my coffee black and strong, asked where I called home. I laughed and said, I've been so many places, I ain't sure anymore. She looked right through my crooked grin, like she'd somehow seen my soul. And she smiled at a broke-down cowboy. She was the girl who loved a broke-down cowboy, a dreamer with a busted heart, a man with holes inside his pockets and old scars falling apart. She didn't care what I owned, didn't ask where I'd gone. She saw a little hope beneath the rust and pain. Yeah, she was the girl who loved a broke-down cowboy. We drive those old back roads at night, windows down and radio loud. She'd sing every country song like nobody else was around. I told her all my failures, the jobs I'd left behind, the love I'd lost, the bridges burned, the years I'd wasted time. She reached across that old bench seat, took my weathered hand and said, everybody breaks a little, that don't mean they can be fixed. I looked out at the midnight sky, didn't know what to say. Nobody had ever believed in me quite that way. She was the girl who loved a broke-down cowboy, who never tried to change me. She just stood beside my heart and helped me find what remained. She loved my flaws, she loved my fight. She stayed through every lonely night when the whole world walked away. She stayed. One spring I lost my only job, the factory shut its doors. Bills stacked high upon the table, boot tracks across the floor. I sat outside that little house thinking I'd let her down. She walked out carrying 2 sweet teas and quietly sat down. She leaned her head against my shoulder, said, "You think too much." I laughed. She smiled. A truck can break, a horse can stumble, storms can flatten crops, money comes and goes, but a good man's heart, that's worth fighting for. I don't think she ever knew what those words did for me. That summer Daddy got sick and I wheeled ahead back home. She packed a bag and climbed aboard, said, "You're not going alone." She cooked for Mama, worked the field, sat beside Daddy's bed. He grabbed my hand one evening and softly looked at her, said, "Son, you found yourself a good one. Don't let her go." Years roll by like country songs, fast and sweet and short. We built a little farmhouse with a squeaky screen door porch. Got a couple kids, an old blue truck, a hound dog chasing rabbits, a garden out behind the house, and a life we never planned. One night our little daughter asked while sitting on my knee, "Dad, why did Mama marry you?" I laughed so hard I nearly cried. Her Mama smiled and answered first, "Because your daddy needed somebody to remind him he was worth loving." She was the girl who loved a broke-down cowboy when I couldn't love myself. She picked up every broken piece and put them back with help. She saw tomorrow in my eyes when all I saw were old goodbyes. She turned a wandering heart into a home. She was the girl who loved a broke-down cowboy. Money 'cause I had money, not because I had fame, not because I was perfect. Lord knows I wasn't. She loved me because she believed people could heal. She believed families could grow. She believes second chances were worth taking. And because of her, this old cowboy finally learned. The strongest thing a man can do is let somebody love him. Don't let her. An old farmhouse sits beneath a painted sky. A porch light glows. A pickup truck cools in the driveway. Children chase fireflies across the yard. A faithful dog sleeps by the steps.